Yo, it's a girl, motherfucking T True. I got some new people with me today. Some old faces, some new faces. Introduce yourself.
This is Jess Aggressive. Sorry, my voice just came back.
Where it came from?
It was gone. It was gone for like 2 weeks. I was doing something bad. I lost my voice.
I wonder what that was. And yo, look who the fuck we got in the building, yo.
Levar.
It's Levar. Yo. So me and Levar go way back. Like way back. And you know, we bucked up because you got this venture that you just started, which is a restaurant.
Yes. So I just opened a restaurant. It's downtown Fort Lauderdale. Jamaican restaurant. Got good food.
Oh yeah.
Seafood. Whatever you want. And you can come and get whatever you desire. We'll make it on the spot.
Oh. So it's made to order.
Cook to order.
So I come in there and be like, I want some buffalo meat, ground up in a ball.
I'm gonna send you somewhere else.
Not here.
Yeah, we don't specialize in buffalo.
Well, you just had your grand opening last night. That was dope. We went through, you know what I mean? Had some food and shit. That food was like, it was well seasoned. It was cooked good.
Appreciate you.
For real. So.
It was hot, fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's cooked to order, man. As you come in, we get the grills going.
Even though they ain't had no wings. I don't know what happened to the wings, but it wasn't no wings. And you know niggas love wings.
My brown people love wings.
Facts.
That's okay.
So the
they
shit
had
was
the
gone.
jerk chicken and that replaced
Yeah,
the
the
wings.
jerk chicken. I don't know. I didn't taste it, but it looked like it was good because you told
That's
me.
the only thing I eat when I go to a Jamaican restaurant is jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our best seller on the jerk chicken.
And
That's
the
crazy.
festival, yeah. I prefer
And not
Asian food
oxtail?
before. No.
I would have thought it was oxtail.
Mm-mm.
But everybody complaining about oxtail prices like the gas prices.
Yeah,
That's why I know there's chicken wings. It's not just him. A lot of restaurants have chicken wings.
Don't have none?
Mm-mm.
So what happened to all the chicken wings?
They don't have enough chicken to give you the wings.
But them shits is fake anyway, ain't it?
Yeah, they're running out of supply and demand.
Man, they ain't running out, yo. Them shits
That's
is in a
why
lab
everything's
somewhere.
genetically
It's
modified.
like a million chickens hanging from, you know, the conveyor belt.
Oh, I'm good. I won't want to eat it if I know that.
So you don't know that that's
I don't want to know too much information.
You don't want to eat it.
You know what I
Too
mean?
much information because then some people get anxiety or get stressed out.
Right, like when people watch those videos of the cows getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
And then go eat a burger right after.
No, I won't eat a burger.
I did the opposite. I went to a slaughterhouse and started eating meat.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't eat meat?
Seafood. I eat seafood.
So what about the fish? When they be killing the fish and they gut the fish. Same thing. It's an animal. It has feelings.
Well, the difference with that is they raise those fish in like a little secluded area.
No,
So-
they raise fish in labs too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like a little nest.
And they feed them the chicken
And
shit.
they
That's
feed
why
them-
the chickens
yeah.
are hanging from the ceiling because the poop dropped in the pond with the fish.
That is so disgusting.
All right, y'all think I'm playing?
So
I'm telling you.
if I eat fish, it has to be
Snapper fish.
it has to be fresh caught fish. Like it's out.
Why
in the
snapper?
water.
Because you can't. They don't really raise snapper fish like that.
Oh, they're only wild? I was talking to somebody else about this the other day. You know, they said that the farm raised fish, certain fish, is actually better than the wild caught.
Why?
Because the farm raised, they're raised in like a environment where they can measure the pollution and all of that. And they're like, some of the wild caught, the ocean is polluted already, so there's no way to, you know what I mean, monitor what
They eat 'em.
pollutants or whatever, you know, is in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. But I mean, I ain't talking about that shit that you getting from Taiwan. Wait, what
It
happened?
gets shipped over here.
Oh, it wasn't working? I told you, nigga. I told you I didn't hear myself. See, I hear myself now. Monday, fuck it.
So I put the condom on for nothing.
I know, right? Yeah, it's
I like the setup though.
Right. You know, before we was over there, but then I guess it was like a little bit too small, so you know, we
It was
bring
this
everything
way,
out there. Yeah, and this was turned, you know, that way a little bit. Yeah, you know, so this is where we at. You know, motherfucking breathe easy. So like, what's your plans with the restaurant? Like, where you trying to take it? How did this come about? Like, all of that.
Well, we bought a food truck, and then after we bought the food truck, we decided to get a stable spot.
So how long did you have the food truck?
For about a year now.
Oh.
Okay, that's
And then, so where would you be at?
With the food truck.
Downtown Hollywood.
Okay.
Places in Miami.
Yeah.
They have little truck stop meetups.
Mhm. Yeah, I be hearing about them shits. I be wanting to go, but I'm like, I feel like it's gonna run my belly, like eating all that different shit.
Yeah,
But you should definitely do brunch.
Oh, yes.
Something you should really, really
Yes,
start.
because the brunch thing is popping
As
right
soon as
now. Like,
possible.
everybody's doing a brunch.
Y'all should host it.
But
Okay.
right, breathe easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
people
little
come
red
on.
carpet.
Right. Well, that's a good idea. That could be like the
Yeah, that's a
grand
good idea.
first, you know, brunch.
Grand brunch.
Yeah, the grand brunch. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
But what kind of food would you have? Because you want to do like everybody else, waffles and chicken and waffles and shit.
Well, you
Everybody
also
do
want to
that.
represent, you know, the restaurant. I'm
Right,
an
it's
ackee and
Jamaican, so you gotta
saltfish
have
kind of
ackee and
person,
saltfish,
but,
yeah.
You know, some
We want
dumplings.
to introduce SW's chicken wings.
Oh,
I make those,
you do?
so that ain't nothing new. I just don't sell it in a restaurant.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
You can still do it.
But no, for real, because I used to always think, because my mom made some bomb ass escovitch fish. And I was like, yo, how come ain't nobody never made escovitch wings? And I made them, and everybody loved them.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret, but I guess
The secret's out.
it's out. We have to holler.
But it's easy to have make up a brunch menu. As long as you
Yeah.
have some waffles or French toast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Some
forgot it was a
bacon,
Jamaican restaurant.
right.
So you
And
gotta have the
incorporate
Jamaican breakfast.
A little bit, yeah. A
Oh,
little bit
that'll
of
be
culture.
dope, like a fusion.
But then American, but you want American food too, because some people may not know.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, like a fusion. Like
That's what
instead
I
of
was
like a
thinking,
chicken and
Red,
waffles,
red velvet waffles with
like a chicken and dumpling.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like you make like the dumpling like a waffle. You know what I mean?
I'll make the waffle a dumpling style.
No, like
What?
use dumpling how you would make fried dumpling,
into
but
a
make it a
shape.
waffle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I be having them ideas, yo.
That's a good idea. That's cute.
Syrup.
The syrup you would use probably the gravy.
Powder cake. Powder sugar.
No, she's saying still do the dumpling.
Yeah, it's
The
a
fried
dumpling.
dumpling or festival.
The,
but
the,
make it
how
a
you make the
waffle,
flour and the water
but
and
do a
shit.
waffle shape. The
But you're
shape
gonna
of
put
it,
it in the
yeah.
waffle thing. So it's gonna be
Right.
shaped just like
But
a
it's
waffle,
still
but
gonna
dumpling.
be eaten with whatever you eat it with.
Right.
So no syrup. No
So
it's not.
instead of like chicken, it'll be
Oh, I
like
see
the
what you're
dumpling.
saying.
You know what I mean? The
Right.
dumpling waffle with some ackee and sawfish.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
And
Or
it'll
some
be,
callaloo.
you decorate the plate
You know what I
with
mean?
the little waffle.
Yeah,
Yep,
dog.
the little waffle
Yo,
dumplings.
we gon'
We'll call them waffle dumplings.
I can't afford all that.
what you
It's
mean?
easy. You just
All you
get
need is a waffle
maker.
iron.
Y'all are really creative.
Because see, we're moms. We're
Where's this
moms.
budget coming from?
Okay, she got 3 kids, right? 3, 4,
3.
and I got 6. So you learn to be creative sometimes, or just do make
yeah.
up shit when you ain't really got it
Oh,
to
yeah.
make it seem new with the kids.
Man, that's the shit that they be loving the best.
That's it.
Some bullshit.
Take
you know,
some
you put it in one
pancakes, throw
pot.
some chocolate chips, and they happy. Throw some sprinkles, and you just did something new.
Okay.
Try in the kitchen.
Nah, but real shit though. That'll be dope.
Listen, as long as the food has to be good,
Yeah.
but the service.
Well, if it's that chef that's back there now, he's on point.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But we need some, like people are impatient. So you
Gotta be quick.
someone has to be
Quicker
attentive,
than
just
that.
attentive. I don't mind waiting if it's good, but I need someone
But
to
the
be
thing about
attentive.
it's just one chef right now, right?
Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah,
That's
so.
going to be a long no one.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. You definitely gonna have to expand.
You have to find some
You gotta do like,
Yeah, y'all talking girls, I'm gonna get y'all back down.
Yo. No.
No.
Hey. Do it like some sweatshop shit. Just get some kids from the street and get them like $5 at the end of the
I used to
night.
enjoy cooking. I don't like cooking anymore.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like cooking.
Remember we used to have parties and stuff. We'd always
I know.
bring food.
But I like cooking, but it's just I can never eat right after I cook. It's like the smell fill me up or something.
Right, or taste it.
Yeah. I'll be like, I can't even eat right
A
now.
lot of people like that.
Yeah.
But no, brunch would be a great idea. That's a bomb ass area. And I like the way that Sis Trunk has opened up and become a little more open minded.
Right.
Because I grew up, that's where I started.
Sis Trunk?
Yeah. Because I used to live in Covenant House. I used to live in Covenant House with my oldest daughter.
What's the Covenant House?
A shelter for kids on the beach. It's still there.
Really?
From like 14 or 12 to like 23. So you have to abide by the rules. But the daycare that they gave you for free was right on Sis Trunk by the African something library over there. I haven't been there in years. So that's where I used to go drop her. And then I used to go take the bus from there to 17th Street, Causeway, and work at Ice Cream Bagels at 6 a.m. So I stayed in the shelter.
That's that real life shit.
So Sis Strong used to be just a all black community. Like we stayed with this lady. She was a probation officer. She had one of the nice houses on Sis Strong. And then the Regal Trace apartments over there. That was like one of the first income restricted apartments.
I don't even know. I wonder if they're still income restricted.
I don't know, but that's what they used to be.
Yeah.
I remember it used to be like 6 something for a 3-bedroom back in the day.
God damn, can you imagine that right now?
2 of those.
Yo, 3. Because right now I'm paying $1,600.
And that's cheap.
And that's cheap.
That's cheap. Bitch,
it's crazy.
The 1-bedrooms are going for $2,000. What are you talking
that's
about?
Crazy. But you see, that's what I feel like. This is payback for them fucking stimulus checks. They're like, we need that shit back now.
But
we need that shit back now.
When you file your taxes, they take it back from you.
No.
So yeah, if you that stimulus, that child tax credit, if you got that.
No, they're not taking it back. It's just they're taking it from what you would have got when you filed your taxes.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not really taking it back. You already got it.
You already got it.
Yeah.
Okay, true, but.
But as far as them stimulus checks, all this inflation, you think that's not making up for it?
People were living their best life. COVID was good to me.
Man, everybody.
COVID was good to me.
Mad people started businesses. You know what I mean? Like shit. What else?
A lot of businesses went popping after COVID.
Exactly.
Because people were chilling. People want to go out.
You have nothing else to do.
Right. Just go out, hang out, and then restaurants started getting more busy. Yeah, a lot of things started.
People bought Rolexes.
From them PPPs.
Those business loans.
Yo, did you hear about that lady that took the PPP loan to pay a hitman to go kill her?
That's a fact.
Her dude, girl, or some shit, whoever.
That's crazy.
You taking penitentiary chances 2 times. Cause now you gonna get hit for the fraudulent PPP loan and the fucking murder.
Is that catching up to people now?
Yeah.
It is? I haven't heard anything yet. Because I know a few people that did it. My brother called me and was like, yo, like, how this thing? But you got to call homeboy in California, give him your information.
Bruh.
And he's going to get $4,000. And no, he's going to get $6,000 and you're going to get $4,000. I said, where the fuck?
You get less.
I get less.
Right.
If some shit fall back, it's going to be my name.
Right.
He's non-existent. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Bro, I know a nigga that made over $250,000 off of doing that for people.
Yeah.
So he was filing the PPPs for them, and he would take his little check, his his cut.
Yeah.
This nigga made over $250,000.
And he's chilling. And you don't get to know who the person is. You don't know who they are. So
no, it's just somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. But like, yo, give me information. I'm gonna give it to this dude.
That's crazy. But he knows all your shit.
You're right. He know all your shit. Because he's got to be the one to deposit it in the bank account and all of that, you know what I mean? I mean, but hey,
To each their own. You
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you want to take the chance, take it. You know?
But guys, it's not worth it. I've done it before. It's not worth it.
Dog, you remember?
It is not worth it. I got a welfare fraud charge.
Bro, I was just about to say that. Remember that time we were going out to eat?
Yes,
we were going out to eat and you were on your way to meet us at the restaurant.
Girl, I had my bottle of tequila in my back seat. And
she said, yo,
my friend was in the passenger. And I turned right when I leave my house. And I stopped and I looked at him. He was real cute. He was in my left lane. There was some white cop. So I smiled at him. I made a right turn. He smiled, but he waved. And then boom, came right behind me.
Wow, stop playing.
So he comes back and he goes, Jessica, I'm gonna need you to grab the car. I said, what did I do? I was just kidding. What happened? He was like, you have a warrant. I'm like, what? He was like, man, he was the nicest. He let me use his phone. He handed it back to me and let me use his phone. But yeah, they arrested me. I got welfare fraud because I lied to the government. I didn't lie, but they said I lied. I have no proof.
Right, allegedly.
So, allegedly, well, whatever. I denied it, but, you know, it's the government. Who am I?
Right.
And they charged me with welfare fraud, a felony. Mm-hmm. And I had to pay their motherfucking ass back. But the good thing was the judge gave me probation. And as soon as I was done paying it, I was off. So if I paid it in like 3 months,
you was off probation.
Okay. So it took me a year. I had to pay him back like $7,000.
Damn,
it took me like a year. That was hard. But I had some bomb ass probation officers.
Yeah.
And they were so nice to me.
But did you get like sanctioned where you couldn't get no more government assistance, or it was just once you paid everything
Once
back?
I paid it back, I could. But ever since then, I just don't.
Right.
I don't even feel
right.
like
Try not to, because they be all up in your shit.
I don't need it.
For real.
Like, they make you go through so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't tell on that motherfucker. I took the blame all for myself. Because I wasn't the
That's how you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Right or die.
I had to feed my 6 kids, so that's my point.
Right.
It's like I still had to do what I had to do. I had to find some way.
Right.
That's that
So that's exactly
mentality.
the people that's filing them fraudulent PPP loans. Some of them really need it.
You really need it. You gotta get yourself
But there's some people that's doing it just so they could go to the club and run their money up their arm like this.
Right. That's
and get a Rolex.
Right. That's why
it sounds like you know somebody personally.
I know.
Because you said that 2 times. No, real shit, and that's what they did. They bought a Rolex.
Oh, cool.
That is so crazy. That don't make sense to
me. You know what I mean? Like, what is the Rolex going to do for them? It's like a status symbol, maybe?
A lot of them sold it now.
Wait.
They're hard.
Well, I guess it's a good thing they got it. Right? Because if they just blew the money, they wouldn't have nothing. So they had the Rolex. They could sell
it. They would have invested it or did something productive with it.
Right.
I'm saying it's always okay to do things in moderation. So if I win a little money, okay, I'm gonna, even if I, like, for example, I want to do something in my car. Let me just do one thing, and then I'll spend the rest and, do something
instead of going and doing everything, the paint job, the peanut butter and jelly inside, the rims. You know what I mean?
So one thing.
If you got it,
Right.
Yeah. Like we were talking about that the other day. Like the dude was saying how something about him tricking or some shit like that, and it was like it's not tricking if you got it. Do you believe that or no?
No.
Is it tricking still, even if you got it?
No. You don't got it if you trick it. Is
it tricking if you got it?
You got it.
All right. First of all, let's figure out what is tricking. Tricking is like a nigga or a female that got multiple people that they just spend money on because they got it. You tricking. You know what I mean? So is it tricking if you got it?
Wait, start
Still tricking?
I'm confused. Tricking is like I'm tricking. I'm fucking get money.
No, I'm talking about tricking like you got people that you just spending on. You know what I mean?
So I got money and I'm spending. Yeah. I'm spending my money on my friends.
It ain't tricking if you got it. Because you got it like that. So it's just like, here, you get a little pocket money.
Depends on your definition.
Okay. That's mine. Mine is wrong?
You're both right.
Okay. It's whatever you want it to be, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I mean, it's so crazy. Like me and my homegirl were talking about that the other day. Like it was so much easier. Like when we were younger, we would just be walking down the street and we'll just like meet some dudes and they'd be like, y'all want to smoke and drink? And we'd be like, yeah. We just hop in the car with them, go back, we drinking, we smoking. Nobody asking if we got money or nothing. You know what I mean? Now, niggas is like, you got money?
You got gas?
You got weed?
And you like that.
That's what I'm saying. And we friends. Nigga, not even passing you the joint no more. Like, there ain't no ciphers. Nigga, Niggas smoke to their face.
Everyone's out for themselves. This day and age, nobody cares about.
It's a lot of new drugs.
It's a lot of new drugs, you said?
Just smoking weed. A couple of guys were playing with coke, but now there's so many drugs. You don't know what these kids are.
That's like fucking like ecstasy. Like back in the day.
I didn't.
I think you more
back in
new.
the day. I started. I did drugs when I got to my late 30s.
It's funny.
I
Yeah.
didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. I did smoke weed as a teenager,
Yeah.
and then I stopped. And when I became single, I started smoking weed again.
Now I feel like back in the day, like you kind of knew what was in an ecstasy pill. They could like kind of actually tell you what was in it. It's like now you don't know what the fuck. Like look at all the people dying off them perks laced with fentanyl. Ain't that fucking crazy?
Because nobody cares.
But
Before,
what I be trying to figure out is who's handling this shit. If this shit is so fucking toxic and deadly, who is the person that's handling this shit? Do they have like a hazmat suit on while they handling the shit?
I don't know. You ever watch that show? What's that guy?
Who?
That white guy that
What does he do?
Breaking Bad.
No, they was doing cooking meth.
But he wasn't in a hazmat suit.
No, but they
I mean,
still gotta be careful because
that's what I think of.
them shits could blow up if you don't know what you're doing. But I'm talking about the fentanyl. They're saying like you could just touch it or just inhale it and you can fucking overdose. You know what I mean? So I'm like, who's the right? I'm like, who's fucking handling this shit? And you know what I mean? Getting it out on the street. What about whoever's making it? You feel me?
What'd you say?
That's what I'm trying to say.
What is it?
The fucking government.
Police one.
They got somebody, just, give it to this nigga.
That's
You already
why-
know, don't even open the bag. Just
My conspiracy, they came up with COVID, the government, the world, the WHO. I feel like they brought that into place because there's too many people. There's too much. We don't have enough supply for all the demand.
But then why even come with
So
this
it's-
thing that's just like the flu? Why not just say it's the flu and it's killing people?
Because
the flu always kills people.
the stress and anxiety that everyone's getting because of hearing about COVID and freaking out and doing this, that kills you more than anything. They admit themselves to the hospital. They're closed in a little hospital room. I got COVID, and I was sick as a dog. But I went outside. I laid in the sun. I sweated out, and it was such a difference from sitting in the bed.
Right.
So
So they're
imagine
telling
doing
you,
that.
and they're telling you just sit in the bed for 2 weeks.
And you're sitting in a hospital, just like
Yeah.
dying away. But I really feel like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know either. But things
I
are
just
being
feel
done
like
on
every
purpose.
couple of years something else comes. We
Things
had
are being done on
SARS,
purpose.
we had swine flu, bird flu, I was going to say Ebonics, Ebola. You know what I mean? It's like every year something else comes out. So to me, my thing was like I don't see why people are panicking like that because we always have a pandemic.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess people don't remember. They get clouded with all the other stuff that's going on. They
You're not
forget.
living it until you live through something. You really have no fear of it. You hear about it. You may have, you may be a little scared.
Right.
But you actually go through it. Then you
And I
really-
feel like that's what they were kind of doing, like putting
that's
fear
why
in
people
people.
say, "Well, would you do this and do that if this happened?" I don't know.
Right.
I won't know till I'm actually in the situation.
I mean, but you can think like, damn.
Maybe
If I was in like a Final Destination type
Most people
situation, a
die.
fucking
Most
bus
people
about to
die.
fall over a bridge, you know what I mean? You could think like possibly, all right, not saying it's gonna happen like that, but what would you try to do? Bitch, I'm gonna be climbing on everybody trying to get out the back. You know what I mean?
I mean, realistically, you're asking if I was on everybody. You have to give it realistic.
You crazy. You crazy.
Somebody
Don't be on everybody's head.
Somebody got to tell the story, right?
You're like, yo, I'm like, just the crazy motherfucker that you see on the news, that's gonna be me. Yo, that shit was crazy. Not for real. But, of course, you can't say because you don't know exactly how you... Like when people say, oh, if a gun get pulled on me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then a gun get pulled on them, they freeze up. Yo, that happened to me one time, yo. The fucking cops... No, for real, listen. The cops thought that these niggas was selling weed out his house. And they passed by. It was a pickup truck. It passed by. And, you know, we're not paying no attention. Then it passed by again. And we're like, wait, that's like the second time this truck passed by. Still not paying no attention. So then it pulled up. But it pulled up like a little bit past the house. Bruh, it was like 5 niggas laying in the bed of the pickup truck. Like 5 of them. With the black mask on and the black suit or whatever, and they just jumped out the fucking back of the fucking pickup truck and just guns in everybody's face. And just like that, I had my phone, and when he ran up and had a gun in my face, I just dropped my phone. And I just froze like this. Because I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
And what they do?
Raided the house, flipped the house, and guess how much weed they found? A fucking dime bag of weed. Them niggas left, and the dude that owned the house, he was just like, sorry about that, man. And they just got in their truck and left.
After all that, I knew you were traumatized.
And tore the house up.
You didn't get PTSD?
Yeah, yes. I got PTSD because the police harassed me for no reason.
You need representation.
I need representation. This might be a lawsuit. But yeah, you know what I mean? So all the shit that you would talk, like, you know, get a gun pulled on me and I'm like, what you doing, pussy nigga, all of that. Man, I see that gun in my face, I froze. I'm like, I'm not even gonna move, so this crack can shoot me.
Oh my God.
Yo! Yeah, man. But yes, Mr. Levar. So you have some other right, chilling over there, smoking and drinking, nigga. So you're also a videographer, and how long you been doing that?
I've been doing video about 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
How did that start?
Porn.
To be honest, to be totally honest.
Porn.
Yes, porn.
I got locked up.
You got locked up. What you got locked up for?
For marijuana.
Oh, okay.
And I was locked up with a G-Unit DJ, LS1.
Oh, really?
GLS1.
Uh-huh.
And when we got out, he put me on with G-Unit, some different production, and took off from there. I met Gil Green, and Gil Green's a big director down in Miami. He got me started.
So, just doing what? Shooting music videos or?
Primarily music videos, but now we're doing
Movies.
sitcoms, movies,
Okay.
short films, live events, everything.
Okay.
Y'all doing
So you have your little restaurant and
I do video.
you do that. Okay.
So are there any videos that you shot that people would know about?
I've done a lot of videos for Ross, for Florado.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You kind of look like you could be Rick Ross' little cousin. No? No?
No.
I'm wildin'? Yeah, yo.
I would say maybe no.
You would say maybe what?
Wait, let me make sure.
Wait, make sure what?
Let me make sure I say the right
There was
person.
one shoot was in Miami and it was in a Winnebago with Kamani Molly. He walked out and this girl screams, "Oh my God, Kamani Molly!" And then Khaled was behind him. She screamed, "Oh my God, it's Khaled!" And I walked out. She goes, "Oh my God, it's T-Pain!" And I'm looking behind me for T-Pain. Where this nigga at? 'Cause I know everybody.
Okay, I can say that. I'm gonna say Wale.
I don't know.
I'd rather
Wale than Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was going to say Rock. But, damn, that's fucked up. This nigga like where T-Pain at? Shit, I would have played along. Well, yeah, meet me in the back, ho.
A drink.
Yo. No. I can't.
Where's the lighter?
I can't. No. You heard what she said? Okay, hopefully the camera ain't, the mic ain't picking up either. Bruh. Oh man. But
so the next time you have something, I want to see. I want to go.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But you ever shot porn?
shot porn once.
Once? Why once?
It was a company out of LA, and I think their production didn't make it on the flight, and they just needed the last minute.
So how was it? Like, was it weird?
It was different. Not like what
Did you get turned on?
Not really.
Maybe in the beginning.
Not really.
But then after cut.
A whole bunch of white girls.
So, but do they like cut and fix makeup and shit like that?
Yeah, but it's fake. They be faking. Everything's fake, and guys gotta stop to beat their meat.
Oh, it's not.
Wow,
really
are you serious?
Yeah, they have sex, but.
I mean, but
the way how it looked like they're just going forever, fucking and shit,
yeah,
like nah.
Down.
Wow.
Shit crazy.
They be on drugs?
Yeah,
I know they be popping Molly.
Yeah.
So they do everything.
Perks and shit.
Everything.
Well,
Like, go on, cut.
Most guys on coke can't stay hard.
Let's go. Oh, niggas on coke?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever fuck with somebody.
because they be like so.
Because I know on X.
Racing. Well, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's crazy because X got cocaine in it. But maybe because it got all them other drugs and shit, like kind of counter.
I don't know.
And like I was talking to somebody because when you take an ecstasy pill, you ever notice that it like changes your like your body composition, or I don't even know what you were saying. Man, fuck this. It's fucking real life. Be easy, nigga.
My bad.
Oopsie. Oopsie, I made a oopsie.
Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, but like you take an ecstasy pill, and if you like eat like some gum, you ever notice how like the gum it just turns to like mush in your mouth?
Okay,
It's not even gum anymore.
So I've done ecstasy once, and I did it, and I couldn't handle it, and I just had to go home because we were getting ready to go out, and I was like, what the fuck? And then the guy I was with was the guy that I was with was saying stuff. I said, what are you trying to say? You trying to pick me out? And I got real offended, and I fucked up the whole mood. So I was like, you trying to fucking pick me out? And I just like turned everything. I was paranoid. So I was like, yo, I gotta go home. I was sweating, and it just hit me wrong. I don't know what I took. It was like, it was a shape of something. Because, you know, there's different shapes.
Yeah.
And I forget which one it was. So that was the first and last time.
Oh.
Then after that, I tried Molly. Molly worked so much better for me.
Because Molly is supposed to just be the straight MDMA or whatever it's called, right?
Yo, well, the first couple of times, Molly had me tripping. I was very emotional. I talked to everybody was beautiful. Everybody was so nice.
That's like ecstasy.
I don't know. Ecstasy didn't do that for me.
That's crazy.
But then when I came down off of it,
oh,
I
but
was
you
very
see,
depressed.
you said you did that shit like later on in life. That's why, yo.
Yeah, I
because them shits wasn't like how it was. But when I was in like high school, fucking taking ecstasy, bitch, you sitting down, you're just like, oh, it's lovely. Oh my god, the flowers are so pretty. And then when we did that shit, we was doing it with these white people, and they was already like, they knew how to fucking work the drug, you know what I mean? So the bitch was like, cause this was my first time taking it, so I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I remember my palms started getting sweaty. So I was like, oh shit, my palms are sweaty. So the white girl was like, your palms are sweaty? She said to her homegirl, she was like, get the Vicks. So then her homegirl goes and gets some Vicks, and then she gets a rag and wets the rag and put the Vicks on it. And she's like, lay down on the bed. I don't know. She gonna show me. And so she told me to lay down on the bed on my back and make my head hang over the edge of the bed. And then she puts the rag over my face, and she's like, open your eyes, your nose, and everything, and your mouth, and just like breathe in, you know?
The rag had the Vicks on it?
Yeah. So then now when you do that, and now when you get up, it's just like a fucking head rush. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like I'm fucking rolling balls. So then they're like, my homegirl started rolling or whatever. So then the girl does this thing where she put her on her back, like back to back, and she's like rolling around like she's on a roller coaster with my homegirl on her back. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I would throw up.
Bruh.
I know.
No, they know what the fuck to do with these drugs. Like, black people just take them shits and go to the club and wild out. You know? Like, white people be like, no, this is what you need to do. Yo, we went to a fucking drug party one time.
What's a drug party?
Allegedly. Yo, so everybody in the house was on drugs. It was just like mad drugs and shit like that, right? So then there was this white boy that was just like, he's like shuffling around the hallway. So I'm like, yo, come here. And so he comes inside the room or whatever, and I'm like, what drugs are you on? He's like, oh, I took like 5 ecstasy and 2 Xanax. And I was just
there's no way.
All right. So I'm like, all right. So
after shrooms.
No, listen, let me tell you. After he talked to me, he turned around.
His heart would have been like, bah, bah, bah. There's no way to fight.
No, yes. Because I have a homegirl that she used to pop 10 of them shits. And she just said that it wouldn't make you no higher. It would just last longer. So she'll be high for like 2 days. Yeah, I seen it. But look. Look. The boy, after I asked him what drugs he was on, he turned around and walked in the closet. Hey, he forgot where he was at, dog.
This was in high school?
Nah, this was after high school.
Oh, okay.
Like in my 20s.
Yeah, I didn't start doing that stuff till I left my husband.
But I mean, I feel like sometimes, like you said, everything in moderation. And I feel like that's why, like earlier times, the 1800s and shit like that, they used to use cocaine and shit like that. It's medicine. You go to the doctor and he'll prescribe you some fucking cocaine. Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
Yeah, I remember hearing
Right,
that.
you know what I mean? So I feel like everything in moderation. So once you start overdoing it, that's when it becomes, you know, a problem. But sometimes I be feeling like a lot of these drugs open up your third eye. You know what I mean? Especially like ecstasy, it like make you kind of look at things a different way. Even smoking weed.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that's why it's illegal. Because,
that
you know what I mean? It's like they don't want you to open that third eye.
Because I do process shit differently when I'm high.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Or I understand things better. I think that's what made me calm down after... When I realized, okay, being married and being traditional, I didn't have to fucking do that shit. Fuck that marriage shit.
Okay.
Fuck it all.
Boop, boop.
I didn't have to be married for 16 fucking years to make all my kids grow up miserable like me. Right. To be like, oh, that was the right thing to do. Don't fucking stay married, bitches. If you're not happy, leave. If you're not happy, leave.
Yo!
Dead ass. If you're not happy, leave. Because
all right, but what about vows?
But that was all man-made shit. Fuck that shit. So
then what's the point of getting married?
If you're not happy, leave. That's just my point.
Okay, but what about trying to work it out?
Right. At some point, you're still going to be happy trying to work it out.
Right.
But at some point, you get fed up.
Okay, so what about the people that are fed up and then they're like, oh, let's go to counseling? What about that?
You can't be fed up and go to counseling. You have to
That's the end result.
You have to have
it's
exhausted
like, yo, I'm 1 foot out the door.
Resources. You have exhausted all resources. Fed up means you're done. You're done. It's over. It's bye.
All right. So what if you're done? You're done. It's over. Bye. And he comes with one more new idea.
Everybody's different.
But that's what I'm
saying.
You.
I lasted for 16 years. Okay? That's a long motherfucking time to be with someone with the same bullshit for 16 years, right? So I don't have patience anymore for anything.
Right.
Because I have already, it's already been drained out of me.
Right.
So my only advice to any woman is when you're not happy no more, get out.
Leave. Stop trying to work. Don't work it out. Just dip.
Because when you're unhappy, you're just everything. Like, he's disgusting. His dick ain't big no more.
Right.
Like, everything
nigga
he
breathing.
do, just
breathing loud.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it be like that for real. Yeah. You start noticing shit like.
Then that's when you thinking like, oh damn, that nigga fine. I wanna fuck. Okay? That's when you start thinking that. That's where those feelings come in.
Cause you fed up with your nigga.
Right.
Right.
Yep. He fucked up.
I don't know.
Wow.
And another nigga can slide.
All right, what's your take on it? Because you over there quiet.
Be quiet.
Right.
Do you have a girlfriend? Or wife? Or significant other?
Oh, yeah, I'm married.
You're live. I'm just reminding you, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
You're married. Oh, okay, good.
So do you ever get fed up?
Wait.
Well, not fed up. Not fed up.
How long have you been married?
17 years.
Wow.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I got fed up a couple of times.
That's a fact.
But that's what I say. It's just, It's life.
Gotta work it out.
Right.
Okay, the next question is, we don't need to get too much in depth, but it's a, I should be okay. Are you happily married?
Currently.
Okay, good. People are married just to be married. If you've been married for 17 years, then you grew up in the era that I grew up in. And
What?
And
What I mean, stick it out?
growing up in the 80s and 90s, because that's when I grew up, it's instilled in you to stay with that person, to stay married. It's tradition. So that's why the women or men become so miserable.
Right.
And that's where
all this shit and feel like they can't leave.
That's where all the cheating and everything comes from. If we're not happy, just leave.
That's why you think, like, you know, a lot of, like, old school dudes be having so many different kids, like so many different women.
And the women deal with it because that's what we're taught to do.
And then the kids hate each other.
And the kids see that.
Right.
No, I don't want my daughter looking for a man that does that. Like, that's not... And then on top of it, you have to think about it. How do you make me feel if you come to me and you be like, you're so beautiful, but then you cheat? How do I take you literally? You know, how do I believe that if you're telling me I'm so beautiful but you cheat? I can't believe that. How I'm so beautiful but you cheat?
Because what is cheating, though? What is cheating? They cheat with somebody that mean that they don't think you're beautiful?
No, I just feel like you can't tell me I'm beautiful, or you can't give me that, try to uplift me. Because as a man, because I don't feel like that's being real with me. That's not being real with me.
So a nigga can't fuck another bitch but think that you look good too?
No. If we're in a relationship, I'm talking about relationship.
Yeah.
No. What's so funny? Tell me.
I'm confused.
What I'm saying is, how do you try to uplift me as a woman? Oh, this, you know, whatever he wants to say to you.
But suppose that's how he really feel. Suppose that's how he really feel. Like, yo, I think you're dope as fuck, but...
I'm in a relationship. No, you're not in a relationship if you're fucking other people. That's not a relationship. Unless you're in an open relationship, or unless you're just not in a relationship and you're just together and fucking other people.
Okay.
So you're thinking of something totally different than what I'm trying to say.
No.
I think you think of a traditional relationship, and she's more thinking of what's going on today.
Yeah.
But I can only go by how I was
But
raised.
I feel like that's how it was back then too, but the guys just wasn't open and honest. Well, they probably were, you know, because the women put up with it, but now it's like people just be like, yo, just be honest with me.
No, I'm the type of person, I don't like to share. If we're together, we're together. So I give you all of my affection.
Right.
I tell you you're handsome, I tell you fine, I tell you you're sexy, I tell you whatever, you know, I want, I tell you to make you feel good. So I don't give that attention to nobody else.
Right.
That's my point.
Okay.
So another girl's giving that same energy.
Well, then I'm not good enough for him. Like, I can't satisfy him all the way. Because
she's not gonna tell you that though.
Right. But it's not that you're not satisfying him, it's just that you're not the only one that's saying that stuff and doing that stuff.
So someone else can say
Well, maybe he liked the way you do it better.
Someone else can always say something.
Right.
But as if I act on it.
Right.
So if he acts on it, then obviously what I'm doing is not enough.
No, but I mean, like, all right, you tell him that he look good every day. Like, you look good today. You know, you look good and them shoes look good on you. Whatever. You know, your haircut look nice. You know what I mean? But then what about work bae? When he go to work and work bae is saying the same shit.
Well, then he's allowing that. He's allowing
how you gonna
that.
stop somebody from saying something?
Let me tell you, because I work around men all the time.
Right.
And if I feel uncomfortable, I put them in their place. Like, hey, that's enough. Like, we ain't going there.
Right.
So if you allow that person to say those things or do those things, then that's on you. That's not on the person.
Okay.
So I hold him accountable.
Right.
So I'm not going to let no other man be like, oh, well, she likes flowers. I'm going to just buy her flowers. Why is he buying you flowers? Oh, because he's just being nice. He's just buying me flowers.
Right.
So I feel like, no.
And you allowed it.
And I would be like, no, sir, I can't take your flowers. I got a man.
Right.
But you like flowers.
Right.
That's how I feel.
No, I feel you. feel you.
So that's the same concept for me. If I'm giving you all that attention, now someone else, of course, they can give you attention. Say what you want to say. Say it. Say
Nothing. Go ahead.
But I also know the other side of it. When I'm not in a relationship, all that does not apply.
Right.
Because when I'm not in a relationship, I don't give that attentiveness to just anybody. I don't suck your dick the way I do if I'm in a relationship.
Right.
So it's different. So I don't give all that effort. So
what about the people who are in a relationship, married, or been with somebody for a long ass time, and they just like do shit on the side? But it's not that they don't love the person that they're with or, you know, anything like that, but just sometimes it'd be like, yo, this shit is kind of boring. I need some excitement in my life.
At some point, you're going to have to be real with that person because it's going to fuck with your conscience. Whether it's going to fuck with your head no matter what. You're going to feel some type of way sooner or later. I know because I did it. I did it at the end of I was married for 16 years.
Wait, who? Your husband?
Yes.
You cheated on him? And then you told him?
No, I didn't tell him to the end. I never told him. Mitch, I cheated on you. But this was at the end. This was at the end.
Yo, we having fucking revelations and shit, yo.
I met him at 19, he was 21. We had 6 kids later. So now I'm at 35 years old. I'm fed up, y'all. I'm fed up.
Right.
So I'm tired. Like,
wait, but y'all not married no more?
Technically, yes. We're just separated.
Wow, y'all still ain't getting divorced?
He's not going to do it. I'm going to have to do it, and I just haven't done it. I've had no reason to jump and do it.
Yo.
Like, what difference I got to make? I still got to take care of the kids. So, what am I going to do?
I mean, just to like not be attached to him anymore.
I'm not attached to him anymore. That piece of paper don't mean nothing. So, at the end...
If you were to go get remarried.
No.
Yeah, because y'all still married.
I'm not getting remarried to anybody.
How you know that?
I'm not.
How you know?
I'm not. That's
you be the people. She be the ones, ain't it?
I'm not.
That in a couple of years you see her happily married and in love, like, but he was just so perfect, and I said yes.
I was married for 16 years. I'm not jumping into, like, I learned my lesson.
Right, but that's a long time. Like, you and him been broke up for a long time.
Yeah, since 2014.
Right. So you don't think that there's a possibility that you could meet somebody that sweep you off your feet?
Yeah. Currently, yeah, I did think. But that was
No, you can't say that if he's not doing what somebody sweeping off your feet would do.
Well, before, when I thought
when you first met him.
Right. But
at the same time, there were already stipulations in that whole relationship. You feel me? There were red flags.
A marriage, I still consider being my last boyfriend for 4.5 years. I consider that a marriage because we still built together. We still, we built a foundation together.
Right.
And we did investments and different things together. So to me, that was a marriage without the paperwork. So I still consider that the same. We lived together. We shared expenses together, everything. So basically, it was the same thing.
But
so
that's what I'm saying.
Not, like, for me to rush and say I'm going to go get married again.
You meet a dude that sweep you off your feet, but he's a traditional guy and he wants to get married.
Right now, I wouldn't get married again.
So you're going to tell him no?
Yeah.
The guy?
I don't know. I don't know what I would say in that moment. Right now, I won't get married.
You got to think about it. You see, you got it. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting you in a scenario. The nigga done swept you off your feet. He's your everything, and he says, "I want to marry you."
I don't know.
You gonna tell a nigga no?
I don't know.
She gonna tell a nigga no.
When you're in your feelings, you obviously are gonna answer differently.
Right now, because I know you wouldn't say no. You be like, "Bitch, I'm getting married."
I don't know.
You don't call it a work day.
Yo.
No, let me tell you. The other day, I was sitting outside, and I was on my stairway, and my back stairway faces like the grass, the lawn of the apartment complex, and then the sidewalk. this girl, well, I didn't know who it was, but I saw a flashlight in the distance. And then all of a sudden, someone's stumbling up the grass, the walkway, and with their flashlight on. And as she comes closer, I see it's a girl. And she walks up to the stairway and she's stumbling. I'm like, are you all right? I said, you need help? She goes, one day, because she's looking up at me, she's like, one day, I thought I wanted to be a wife. But all these niggas are cheaters. All of them have wives, and they still want to fuck me. And she's only 19. She ended up being only 19 years old. And
maybe she giving that energy.
I don't know.
Maybe she is giving off married niggas holla at me.
You said she was stumbling?
Yeah, she was drunk. She was drunk. Yeah, she admitted to being
drunk. That says a lot.
Right, it does.
That's why he pulled that out of the whole conversation.
No, but
he
see
that, stumbling.
But that's you're passing judgment, sir.
No.
Yes, let me tell you why. Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, dang, that's the first thing.
No, but a drunk mind speak the truth, though.
Right, and I did. That's why I asked her questions. Mm-hmm. I asked her questions, and she was real drunk, and she was like slurring her speech, and then she would think about what I said. She's like, "What did you say?" And she was trying to process it, but as she's talking, she's depressed, and she sees a mentor.
Yeah.
So she said the mentor.
She's a vent, and hers was drunk.
So the mentor's assistant is some dude. So he started getting like close to her and like welcoming her, and then one day offered to drop her home. So she went to some homegirl's house and dropped her there. So that's where she got her drunk thing from. And then some lady from the church picked her up and dropped her down the street because she couldn't go home because her mama Haitian, her mama would have beat her ass. So that's how she came across walking to my stairway.
That's exactly why she be hollering at married niggas, because she needs somewhere to live. You know, them niggas got a little money. They might get her a little apartment or something on the side. The fuck?
So yeah, there was a lot going on that night.
Nah, yo. I ain't with it.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, right?
But I was like, what are you depressed about? Why do you see a mentor? She's like, because I feel like I'm not going to be a good person. I said, who just wakes up and feels like they're not going to be a good person?
Did you check and make sure you had your wallet after that?
I didn't have my wallet. I was just smoking.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
she might have swiped something.
Nah,
she might have walked away. And she walked away and stand up straight and start walking normal. Like, haha, I got that bitch.
No, never.
Yo. Like, I watched this show one time where it was like a CNN or one of those things, like Undercover or something. And they were watching this lady in New York on this corner. She's like begging for money. She'll come out there from morning till nighttime. She had one like a veil over her head, and she's like hunched over like she got a hunchback, and she's talking in like a Russian accent, right? They followed this bitch one night. How about she lived in like this high-rise apartment, and it was like a young college girl. She was like 23 or something like that.
As an older person,
begging for money, and she was banking. This bitch was making like $1,000 a night.
I doubt that.
Yo, I'm like, look at this. But that's why I don't really be trusting them people when they be begging for money and stuff like that. So I be feeling like, for one, they're not gonna use it wisely, and then for two, they be criminals.
How are they criminals? Oh,
because they do
live in high-rise buildings?
No. They do be setting people up sometimes. Like, I have a friend, the dude came and was like, yo, like asking for some money. She wanted down the window, and the other nigga came and got in the car and fucking stole her car. You know? But it's not all of them, but how you gonna know which one is which?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, that's your hustle, but...
So is your restaurant 420 friendly? Because that makes a big difference when people show up.
That was a good question.
A lot of people like
said
420.
no.
You can go in the back and smoke.
Okay, so it's kinda.
Right, but we lose our spot because when we came back to some
some motherfuckers were sitting there. They're just sitting there.
Should have told me.
No, I wouldn't.
I know.
It's not that serious.
Right. But I'm like, damn, and then the drink was there. I was like, I don't even want my drink no more. They talking over my shit.
I didn't know why.
Yeah, huh?
I said I didn't notice y'all moving.
Oh yeah, because when we went back out, when we were smoking, we came back in and I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers are sitting here talking all this.
I know, I was like, where's my drink? And he was like, she said y'all didn't want it.
I was like, yo, these motherfuckers over there talking over the shit.
Yeah, they were all
food, everything.
So
I'm like, I don't want nobody roofing me.
Apologize about that.
No, that was not your fault. It was the people at the bar. Their fault.
Because we asked them to horse.
Yup.
They said they would.
And they just let somebody come and sit there.
But it's okay. We had a good time. It's time to go anyways.
Right.
But yeah, 420. You know, think about that.
Right. Do you have to get some type of license or something to be able to be 420 friendly?
No, you just smoke.
No, you probably have to get some type of license. Just like to have the medical marijuana, you know what I mean?
It really depends on the venue. If they allow you and, you know, everyone's chilling.
Yeah, because at Velvet Lounge, you could go sit out in front and smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, certain places I go, you can smoke right
Yeah, they'll let you go right out in front and smoke.
I smoke right inside.
Oh, yeah, like some of them hood places. Like Players, you smoke in there.
There's more than hood places. Everywhere I go, I smoke. Especially in Wynwood. When you go to Wynwood, you can smoke.
Well,
anywhere.
Yeah, that's different. You know what I mean? You said they 420 friendly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few places I don't want to call. I don't know if I can call them out or whatever, but there's a few places that I go to.
Censor that.
I didn't call anybody out, but there's a few places. Oh yeah, there's a few places I go to, like over by the Hard Rock. You can smoke in there. Las Olas, all of them in Las Olas you can smoke.
It's probably because you look like white. You look like them.
It has nothing to do with that. Everybody's smoking.
You look like them. They're like, okay, she's fine, but you get out of here with that.
Everybody's smoking.
Yo, nah, for real. It's real shit. Certain people. Like the other night when I was at Velvet, I had spilled my water or whatever, and it had wet up this spliff. So I'm like, I got the lighter and I'm drying the spliff off, and this dude is like, hey, you better be careful because they're kicking people out. Somebody was smoking, and I'm like, nigga, I'm not smoking. I'm drying the spliff off. But thank you. You know what I mean? But, like, damn, somebody was smoking in here and y'all kicking them out? The fuck?
So, yeah, it depends.
But I guess they probably like, we allow you to smoke right out in front. Why you got to do it in here, you know?
But I always ask, is it 420 friendly?
Yeah.
I always ask. Because I like to chill and smoke.
Right.
And I don't sip on too much.
Bitch, that night you was drinking fucking, what? Di Serono?
Di Serono is not a hard drink.
Straight?
Not sure what Di Serono is.
It's like it's nothing. It's like a Malibu.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's like a Italian, I don't fucking know. It's not a cognac. It's a very light, sweet drink. It's a brown drink. It's like sweet.
Oh,
You make an amaretto sour. You know how to make an amaretto sour? Do you still run on sourness? But
I gotta see the alcohol volume. Because if that
It's
shit
not
is
hot.
anywhere in the 40s, it's hard liquor.
it's not, guys.
Okay, we gonna see right now. So, yeah. So you say we gonna bring it back one time. Right, so you say you shot porn or whatever. So, but how did that, like, oh, you said that the videographer was out of place. So, but I'm like, do y'all niggas didn't feel weird? Like, how did it, like, start? Did they just say, all right, like, we gonna start?
No, they made it was a skit. We did drone and all those outdoors.
Oh, they did like a skit, like, oh, like it was like a real, like one of them porn scenes, like he come and deliver pizza and shit.
He's coming to clean the pool.
I think the guy was going to some cars.
And she riding.
Oh shit! Wow, wait, that's kind of dope though. To have that in your resume, you know what I mean?
28%.
Oh, 28, yeah, that's not too bad. Shit.
It's a taste of almond caramel, and it's just a liqueur.
Nah, I mean, I know what it is, but
No,
I
tell
never knew
him.
how small, how low the alcohol content was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's just
Yeah. So them niggas that was there with the drinks and shit like that, the fridge that was in their drinks.
No, that's ours.
So they was doing their own thing. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I want the
Ooh.
Fiji water, and this nigga's like, this is not ours.
Oh,
Remember
you
when
did
I was
say
asking, I
that.
was like, I want the Fiji water, and this nigga's like, oh, it's not ours.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like, okay.
So what happened? It's not his?
No, he said that's theirs.
The refrigerator is ours.
Right. But they was there doing their own thing with the drinks.
It was a private thing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was dope though. It's definitely a dope vibe. And you said you're gonna try to have people come through like weekly or?
Yeah, for the brunch idea.
Yeah.
Someone come through like what? Like a band?
A celebrity, different local celebrities.
Okay.
Right.
That guy last night was a local celebrity?
Yeah, he's from Jamaica, but...
I know, right? Nary.
Yeah.
He's
so
new
are
or
you
he been around?
Incorporate...
He's new here in the States.
Okay.
Are you going to incorporate different type of Caribbean
All
like
genres.
music?
All genres.
Oh, okay. Dope. And that, yeah, we
We
need
like
to
a
collab
soca
for real because then the motherfuckers could come to Breathe Easy before they come to the brunch, right? So then we could be like, yo, and you're about to go and perform at 8. What's the name of the
Eats 876.
Eats 876.
What days are you open for now? Are you going to be open?
We only close for Sundays.
So you open every
Wow,
day?
that's crazy. The day you'll be like, let me go get some food.
But that's probably gonna start Sunday brunch and start.
Oh, okay. And but would you just be open for brunch and then close, or you open for brunch and then be?
It depends on the vibe.
That would be dope if you just open for brunch. So we'd be like, nigga, you better
But
get
brunch
here.
can be anywhere from like 11 to 6.
Brunch?
Yeah. Like Ghost Bar does from like 12 now. They used to start at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be like competition. But they're all on the other side of town.
Right.
But they open from 12. Brunch is 12 to 7.
Damn.
Seems
Okay,
good.
that's brunch.
And they have
Dinner, I thought dinner time was like 5. No?
Yeah, but then see, I could get there at like 6 o'clock, order my unlimited mimosas. It's already ringing the register, bitch, and I'm drinking the rest of the night.
But that's why I like Velvet. Well, they'll try to get you drunk. They'll be like, you want to put some more orders in before happy hour over?
See, I haven't been there. I have to check it out.
Yes, we're going Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the place to be because they do the little sip and paint on Wednesday. So it's dope. It's definitely a dope vibe. But yeah, Mr. Levar. Oh, I need to do a let's say with you.
A what?
A let's say.
You still do that?
Yeah. Every now and then. I just thought about it. I'm gonna do a let's say. I don't hold anything right away. Oh, I got one.
She be asking like crazy stuff.
Yo.
Like scenarios.
Let's say you come to the restaurant one day and you know the chef is there and he his girlfriend, he brought his girlfriend. So you open up the door or whatever, and no, when you walk in, you see him, and he's just like, "Oh, what's up, my girl here, or whatever. She's in the kitchen, baking a cake, right?"
What should I say?
So you're like, all right, cool. So then you open up the door, you walk inside the kitchen, and you see her with her underwear, and she's like scraping the crust off her underwear in the cake batter.
What?
What would you do?
What? Yo, who has crust on their underwear? That's not even. Yo.
How did you think of that?
Who has crust on their underwear enough to scrape into the kitchen? Her unrealistic, let's say. That's what I never understood what I had to say. They're never realistic. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I'll throw up.
I mean, I thought it would bust her ass. I don't even know.
Oh my god, sorry y'all.
What was she scraping? What color was it?
You got another one?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Alright, sorry. Start over.
Alright. So, what you doing?
I don't know about big education. That's a fact.
I wouldn't either. Like, no bitches can come back here again. Don't bring no bitches back here again.
Like, what you gonna? You gonna be like, yo, what you doing? You like, all right, just continue.
So walk out.
He's probably like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna go call Dirty Daddy myself.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Dog. Yo.
Alright, I'm gonna ask a restaurant question again.
Oh man, wait, but hold on. What you gonna do though? You ain't even answer.
I'm going to throw up.
No real shit. That's right there. Hey, so what you do? She's cool.
I wouldn't even be there no more.
He'd be fired.
Yo, get this bitch out of here. You be like, yo, no, but what would you say to your homeboy?
He'd be fired.
No, you wouldn't fire him.
Oh,
Yeah, you wouldn't fire him. What would you say to him?
Because if she crusty and dirty, he gonna be musty and crusty.
No, but maybe
too.
he didn't know that she was doing that.
If her underwear is crusty like that, he gotta know.
No, because probably every time they link up, she will make sure that she had on clean underwear.
But if it get that crusty, she must be having it off for a minute.
Or she probably just had them waiting to bake that cake.
No.
She just put them down and had them sitting so they get crusty so she could bake the cake. No, real shit though, I seen that on YouTube, dog. This lady was making the cake, dog, and she said that it's a lady that she worked for, an African lady, and the lady asked her to do that to keep her husband. What? And she gave her, not the lady that was doing it, the lady underwear, the wife of the African, the African lady. She gave her a pair of her underwear and was like, bake a cake for her to, so she had to scrape the crust out of that. And then she had to get the pee from a young girl and mix some Kool-Aid with it. And then give it to him and make him drink it and eat the cake. Child.
Oh, so the African lady told the white lady what to do?
No, it's a black lady. But the African lady told her what to do. Yeah.
To keep her man.
No, to keep her man. But she couldn't do it. It's like she wasn't supposed to do it. You know what I mean? I guess, you know what I mean? She was like, because she telling me while she doing this shit, she's like, listen, y'all. And she telling the story, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, the lady can't do it herself. I don't know, this was so long ago. But I just thought about it, because he got a restaurant and shit. So, I just, put two and two together. I don't know, whatever. But, yo, the shit was dope. You doing big things. We definitely love supporting black businesses.
Likewise.
And we look forward to being involved because we really are going to host the first grand brunch.
Let's do it.
So
y'all help out, reach out. I'll volunteer my services.
Yeah,
in the kitchen
no doubt.
and stuff.
Put the menu together. Let's do it.
Yeah,
no doubt. So where can people find you, or you don't want people to find
do
you?
you have an Instagram?
I do have an Instagram.
Because you was acting like you're kind of like undercover, like can't be nobody know who I am. I don't shoot.
At Levar Films, Levar Films.
Okay. And that's it? Just IG?
That's it.
Okay. No TikTok or none of that?
No TikTok.
Okay. That's not the vibe? Not for you?
Not right now.
Yeah, you don't really have content for that, no?
I do. I don't really like people in my...
Okay. I feel you, Mr. Private.
You just have to get your Instagram for your business.
Right.
And just promote your business, and your personal life stays on your Levar Films.
Levar Films.
LeVar.
That's like, hey, that made me think of this commercial where the nigga came. I think he was like going to the school or trying to get a job or something, and he kept on calling the man Mr. Dumbass. And he was like, yeah, Mr. Dumbass, and whatever. And then afterwards, and he's like, so did I get the job? And the man was like, the name is Dumas.
It's not dumb.
I was like, damn, like, nigga, trying to sound all fucking bossy and shit. You know, you even saying this shit right. But, yeah, so, at Levar Films, you know what I mean? Where can people find you? At Jess Aggressive on IG.
I don't have a business. I just make things.
So, this is my motherfucking dog at Jess Aggressive. You feel me?
You and
Two
Rock.
motherfucking times.
You and what's his name again? Rock.
Real Rock?
Real Rock.
Gave you that name?
Gave me that name.
Yeah, no, he gave you that name because he was like, the other bitch, I forgot the name, but he was just like, yeah, you just aggressive because you was being hella aggressive with him and he was feeling that shit. Nigga Real Rock 2 times. My dog in Jamaica cooling. But, yeah.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, because she was like, you know.
It used to be something. Oh, it was Green Eyed Candy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no,
yeah,
you should change it. And I changed it. And one day I had a Zoom call. I was had a subpoena. I was subpoenaed for court through Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And the attorney's like, you know, they what is it called when they interview you? Deposition.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through a deposition. And she was like, you're gonna have to change that name. Why does it say Just Aggressive? What is aggressive? What's so aggressive about you?
Oh, wow.
And she was literally questioning my character because my name said Just Aggressive.
Wow.
So I had to change it before court. I couldn't say that.
Yo, did you ever see that Zoom call when that lawyer got the cat stuck on his face?
No.
You never seen it?
No.
He got the cat filter stuck and he's like, I'm not a cat, obviously. And they're like sitting there, everybody trying to keep their composure. Yo, I was dying when I seen that shit. That nigga still not to get it off. Nigga had the cat on his face, and the cat was like moving around when he moved.
That's crazy.
Yo. But yeah, every time, all the time, it's a good time. Motherfucking my dog Levar, Just Aggressive, T True, 2 times, breathe easy, we out. The Z20 thing